Get since we talked about a little bit of Easter, get Mark 7:7.
Mark 7:7. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Yeah, the commandments of men at Easter, man. Because when you go into the scriptures, Acts the 12th chapter, that's a grammatical error. The word there's supposed to be Pesach or Passover. Those are the precepts of men. Bunny, rabbit, laying eggs. The Lord died on Good Friday, which there's no Friday in the scriptures. There's no Friday in the scriptures. There's no Sunday in the scriptures, man. Correct? That's why it says, he told you you're going to raise up the third day, man. That's what John 2:15. There's all kind of scriptures on that, man. Come on, man. That's what Yahawashi also gave the example of Jonah. How much days Jonah was in the belly of the beast? 3 days, man. So like we said, you can't get Good Friday to Easter 3 days from. And what the Lord was celebrating at Luke the 22nd chapter, we know was the Passover, man.
That's right.
See? That's a filthy sacrifice, man. Go ahead, read.
Verse 8, Mark 7:8. For laying aside the commandments of the Most High, ye hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such like things ye do.
Yep. The Pharisees, they had a lot of traditions that they came, like the Lord, was in Matthew the 15th chapter, where they said, oh, you got to wash your hands before you eat, why you defile the tradition of the elders. And Yahawashi said, you guys make void what is going into the same thing. That precept going to the same thing. You make void the traditions of the Most High, which the traditions of men. And that's what he said, in vain do they worship me, following the precepts of men. Okay? And every so-called holiday is tied to a different god, man. And like we said, people can't gather this week to keep their demonic Easter because Babylon is fallen, man.
That's right.
Matter of fact, we get Jeremiah 50:2.
Get it. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 2. Declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard.
Now this is standard right here. All right, read.
Publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken.
Babylon is taken, go ahead.
Bel is confounded.
That's one of their gods, Bel, go ahead.
Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded.
Yeah, her idols, man. So Easter, Christmas, Halloween, all that shit goes into idol worship, man. All right? July the 4th, that's all idol worship, man. Okay? A Memorial Day, a Labor Day, that's all idol worship, man. All right? That's all tied to some BS, man.
That's right.
New Year's in the even New Year's in the middle of the winter, that's all idol worship, man. Goes to Janus with two faces, confusion, man. Okay, and that was also a victory that Julius Caesar had over the Jews too. When you go into the history, man. See, so Merodach and Bel is confounded, man.
Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces.
All right, read on.
For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her.
Well, so that's going into that's going into Russia, man, or the so-called Medes today. All right, and they're gonna destroy this place. We already know that, man. See, but there's a precept, I think, in Exodus 32:1, because you Jason keeping Easter. Remind me of this precept right here.
Exodus 32:1. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, up, make us gods.
What verse that's? We're after verse 2. Jump to 15.
Okay, Khan. Make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him. And Aaron said unto them, break off the golden earrings, which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. Verse 15. And Moses turned and went down from the mount, and the two tables of testimony were in his hand. The tables were written on both their sides. On one side and on the other were they written. And the tables were the work of the Most High. And the writing was the writing of the Most High, graven upon tables. And when Joshua heard the noise of the people as they shouted, he said unto Moses, there is a noise of war in the camp. And he said, it is not the voice of them that shout for mastery, neither is it the voice of them that cry for being overcome, but the noise of them that sing do I hear. And it came to pass, as soon as he came nigh to the camp, that he saw the calf and the dancing, and Moses' anger waxed hot, and he cast the tables out of his hands and break them beneath the mount.
Yeah, that's why he had to redo the tables again, right?
Yeah.
See, because he like, what the F is going on, man? Like, are you serious? That's what Moses was thinking, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Man, I would have been mad too, man.
Yeah. Like the Most High did all of this. You seen the destruction what he did to Pharaoh, the plagues, and you guys made a golden calf? That's similar to what you Israelites doing today, man, when you celebrate these holidays, man. Okay? That's going into what? Idolatry, man. All right? And you're guilty of breaking the first two commandments. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me. Thou shalt make unto thee graven images. You're going into that, man. All right, go ahead.
And he took the calf which they had made and burnt it with fire. Burnt it in the fire.
What verse is that?
Verse 20.
Yeah, read to 35, I think. Yeah.
Okay, gone. And burnt it in the fire and ground it to powder and strawed it upon the water and made the children of Israel drink of it. And Moses said unto Aaron, what did this people unto thee, that thou hast brought so great a sin upon them?
So they even made the high priest Aaron go off. See? Go ahead.
And Aaron said, let not the anger of my Lord wax hot. Thou knowest the people that they are set on mischief. For they said unto me, make us gods which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we will not what is become of him. And I said unto them, whosoever have any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it to me. Then I cast it into the fire, and there came out this calf. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies.
Oh, see, and that also cuts that Adam and Eve wasn't physically naked, because it said Aaron did what?
And Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies.
See, so they weren't physically naked. Spiritually, they were naked. It means what? They sinned.
Yeah.
They sinned before the Lord. All right, go ahead.
Then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him. And he said unto them, thus saith Yahawashi, power of Israel, put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses, and there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men. For Moses has said, consecrate yourselves today.
Yep, separate yourself, make yourself holy. Go ahead.
To the Lord, even every man upon his son and upon his brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day. Verse 30. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said unto the people, ye have sinned a great sin, and now I will go up unto Yahawashi. Peradventure I shall make an atonement for your sin.
Perhaps I should make an atonement for your sin. But what did the Most High say?
And Moses returned unto the Lord and said, oh, this people have sinned a great sin, and have made them gods of gold. Yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sin, and if not, blot me, I pray thee, out of the book which thou hast written. And the Lord said unto Moses, whosoever has sinned against me, him will I blot out of the book. Therefore now go, lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee. Behold, mine angel shall go before thee. Nevertheless, in the day when I will visit their sin upon them.
That's why nobody out that generation made it other than Joshua and Caleb. Their kids made it, because that was a wicked generation, man. And that generation is back on the scene, man. All right? That faithless generation. They had no faith. Even though they saw the miracles, they still didn't have faith. They built a golden calf, man. The Most High said, but the Most High said what? Read that part again, the last part.
And the Lord said unto Moses, whosoever has sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book.
I will blot out of my book. See? Go ahead. Just go to 2/3 today. Read on.
Therefore now go, lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee. Behold, my angel shall go before thee.
And who's that angel? Yahawashi.
That's right.
That's the angel that was talking to Moses in a burning bush. Exodus, the 3rd chapter. See? Go ahead.
Nevertheless, in the day when I visit, I will visit their sin upon them. And Yahawah shall plague the people because they made the calf which Aaron made.
See? And you see, you talk about all about the law. Under the law, there was no sacrifice they could have given for committing idolatry. The Most High paid their ass back. But now, through Yahawashi, which was that angel we just heard, you have forgiveness of sins. Matter of fact, in Acts 13:26, there's a point I want to bring out. Read down to, I think, to 39.
So, Acts 13 and 26.
Yeah.
Acts 13 and 26, and it reads, "Men and
No,
brethren."
26. I mean 26.
Acts 13 and 26.
Yeah, down to 39. Yeah.
Okay. Acts 13 and 26. Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, and whosoever among you feareth the Most High, to you is the word of this salvation sent. For they that dwell at Jerusalem, and their rulers, because they knew him not, nor yet the voices of the prophets, which are read every Sabbath day, they have fulfilled them in condemning him. And though they found no cause of